Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. The reason you see me.
Begin tonight with 42 million Americans, including some 16 million children, uncertain if they will have the supplemental benefits to keep food on the dinner table. Funding for SNAP, which supplies the payments to states, stops on Saturday. 2 federal judges late today have ordered the Trump administration to use emergency funds, but it's not clear when that will happen. Katie Weiss reports the need for emergency food is overwhelming food banks.
Some beans, you can't go wrong with it.
For the first time, Irel Banks is turning to a food bank in his New Orleans neighborhood for help.
A good parent does whatever it takes to provide for their kids. And if I have to put my pride to the side and sit in a food bank for my kids, I will have to do just that.
He's relied on SNAP benefits while in nursing school. Saturday, those benefits are set to run out. At least 4% of Louisiana's population and roughly 42 million people nationwide are set to lose SNAP benefits due to the government shutdown. He's doing his best to prepare.
I'm afraid to tell my kids that I don't have the things that they need and they're used to.
But food banks were already stretched thin. Here in southern Louisiana, Second Harvest, the state's largest food bank, says the USDA didn't send them millions of meals they were expecting. This time last year, these shelves were packed full of food.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. This here is a tough one right here. These 42 million people now have been deprived of getting their stamps. It's a nationwide thing. Today it started. I've gotten calls already, man. I've gotten texts. Mothers are going without. OG, are you there?
I'm right here.
OG, it's going to be a tough one here. This call here, I know it's going to be sad for you as it is for me.
What's sad for me? I am so happy. I'm elated.
OG, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to do this with you today, and I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a lot of people out here who have been enabled. They basically don't have it because they've been having it so long, and they've been waiting. You know, the stamps been coming since when I was a kid. And it's just tough when you just do an abrupt stop on the stamps like this, because certain people don't have it, OG, and certain kids will be deprived. What do you think is going to happen next?
It'll give children and non-productive people, make them get off their butt and start doing things that everybody else do. It's like food stamps were not made for you. It was a political ploy for Vietnam. Before, they was getting commodities. People were getting 100 pounds of rice and beans. And when they saw them losing the Vietnam War, they made up the food stamp program. And every color of a food stamp was just like Vietnamese money. That's how Vietnam won the war, but they didn't get America because they said you couldn't afford it. So once that con ran out, since they had inducted it, it's more white people getting food stamps than black people. And when they
why do you got to make this a white and black thing? This ain't got nothing to do with that.
It has everything.
How the hell everybody losing their stamps that was impoverished, man?
You just talk because you got a mouth. That's all you do. Because it was all right when it was just white and black. Now you got Mexicans, you got immigrants, what they call immigrants, coming in, and they're getting the benefits. When a Negro gets food stamps, he has a barbecue. He goes out and spends all of his money on everything that he have on food stamps and buy barbecue, potato salad, make a potato pie, and blow all the money eaten off 1 month. When a Mexican get food stamps, he gets them a card and starts selling you stuff and send his money back to Mexico. So America is losing with food stamps because other people, not the Negroes and poor patties that he had originally put it for, when it was black and white, he could condense it. Now, would you keep in your business if every time you sold something, you got a couple employees, you giving a 10%, well, let's say you got your employees, you giving them a 50% discount on clothes in your store, right?
Right.
All right. Now your employees get 6 and 7 of their cousins and coming in your store and buying stuff with your employees 50% discount. They're not paying the retail price for it. How long would you keep that employee, or how long would you stay in business?
Wouldn't stay in business long, wouldn't keep that employed. But I want to go back to something you said, which, see, you don't think about certain things. This here interrupts a lot of different things that's going on. And I don't know if you guys experienced this out in the great West Coast, but from where I'm from and from the scope I see, there was a lot of times when families might have not used the stamps for what they supposed to use them for, which is food, but they sell them so that they could pay other bills. Now, I've seen this before. Now, I don't know, I hadn't played part in it. But no. No, I hadn't played part in it. But I know that there is I want to call it Underground Railroad, the black market, where people are challenging themselves to maneuver that money in order to get other things done, like get some extra shoes for school clothes, or do things to where if you get them, I want to say one guy might have said something in the range of, if you give them 100, they give you 200 in stamp. Now, I don't know nothing about it because it wasn't nothing that I know about. But wait a minute, OG, let me tell you. But this is something that has been going on for time periods. You know, now when I was young, and they gave you paperbacks, and they give you the brown one for $1, the green one for the 10, and they had the yellow one for the 10 or 5. It was green, yellow, it was different colors, and I would take them and I would go up to a Bubba Lane store and I would buy stuff with them. And I don't know what my mama did with them, but I know I used to buy a lot of snack cakes with them. I was like 4 or 5. I was walking to the store. We was on food stamps. Now, I know you didn't have to deal with that, but sometimes food stamps got us by. Now, you
gotta do with me. Wait a minute, bro. Why did you personalize what my life was?
Well, I'm just saying you wasn't on the stamps because you're so harsh toward people that's getting the stamps. You're harsh toward them, so therefore you can't understand. It's something that you don't even need to be speaking on if you ain't never had to go up there and sit in that welfare office and be counted for. What a woman look at you and say, as a kid, I had to be accounted. And people laughed at me. We didn't have much. My grandma got a brown envelope when the damn Social Security check would come in. And you could see it. And I remembered I was so happy when that brown envelope come there and it said her name in the front of it. It was a little bitty brown cardboard, almost paper thin though. And it had the open front where I could see her name. And our box number at that post office, when I would walk up there to the store with my brother to get that, we was happy. And the food stamps came right along that same time. But now they cutting them off, OG. 42 million. And I ain't counting the kids, man. That's not going to be an easy win for these people. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't get out and work, but the way they abruptly stopped it is just not good, OG. Just not good.
It was not abruptly stopped. And first of all, they got a thing called the Food Stamp Act. The Republicans used the Food Stamp Act over 14 times in the last 5 years that the Democrats was trying to pull a move on the Republican Party. The same thing that the Democrats can do. The Dixiecrats, these Negroes feel like, oh, the Democrats is the liberals and the Republicans, they the same savage. Ain't nobody know.
Do you think a kid give a damn about a Democrat or a Republican? A kid is hungry without cereal this morning if he ends up losing his stamps. What do you think they supposed to do in New Orleans, up in Texas? I got calls this morning, man. The damn stamp, they done sent text messages out to people telling them that these stamps ain't coming, and this is bad. This is bad. It's bad. Now listen, this woman here was trying to figure it out this week. Let's listen to her. She trying to figure out what she gonna do come November the 1st. Well, today is November the 1st, so here we go.
And I want to know why they ain't put my food stuff on their car. I done been waiting, I done did my application. And I got 3 handicapped babies. I need to know why my food stamps ain't on my car. This ain't fair. I don't care about no shutdown or none of that. But I've been calling, everybody ignoring me. I done been here 3, 4, 5 times. I want to know why ain't my food stamps on my car.
See, she want to know why food stamps ain't on her card. She got 3 handicapped children, and she got this big old dress on. See, grandmama's coming back. I can look at her and tell grandmama's about to come back. Because grandmamas and them had to depend on their man to bring that bacon home, and they wasn't just laying up and then getting up and going over here because they knew they had to have that check, that man bringing that check home to the house. Well, it's a little bit more jobs out there now, so women and all kind of stuff is bringing money home. So, but this woman says she want to know where her check at. She done called down here 3 or 4 times, OG. This thing is going to affect a lot of people, OG. What can we do to get ahead of this or get in front of it? I'll wait. You don't have nothing, do you?
Just keep on waiting. What can we do to get in front of it? You 400 years too late.
All right, hold on. It ain't just affecting black people. 400 years. Let me show you something right here. 400 years. Listen at this.
They cut my food stamps. I ain't paying for none of this shit. I got babies at home that gotta eat. You think I'm just gonna leave my cart here? Hell no. I ain't paying nothing. I'm walking out with it. Try and stop me.
They said the government's stopping EBT in November. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Get a job? I deserve my stamps. I've been getting them for years. They expect me to work while raising all these kids? Nah, that ain't right.
Ma'am, stop.
So this is not just 400 years. So that 400 year statement, that ain't got nothing to do with this woman, this white woman here. That's clear. She's a good woman.
If that fat white lady didn't eat for a year, she'd be all right. Ain't nobody giving her fat ass no.
OG, now you're not gonna sit here and criticize this woman because this one. Listen, that woman trying to get her kids fed. Man, they got kids, man. You don't understand they got kids.
She could breastfeed all her 17-year-old and they'd be all right for the next 6 months.
OG, people are gonna get very, very antsy. People are getting upset. They want their money. They want to know why the benefits have stopped. They want to know why the government is shutting down. They losing these SNAP benefits, brother.
That makes you a non-believer. They've been telling you for the last 2 months that this is getting ready to happen. The shutdown. Now, you know what's so amazing about the shutdown?
What?
Everybody is getting the workers, the TSA workers, the federal workers. They ain't got a check for 30 days, right?
Right.
For the shutdown.
Right.
But the senators and the House of Representatives, the president and all they staff, they still getting their checks.
But and I could believe that, but I'm very, very, look, I'm looking at this, man.
So if we're shutting down, if we're shutting down, why ain't everything shut down?
Yeah, everything ain't shutting down, but it looked like they just shutting down certain particular.
So the 1%ers is still eating good. So if you don't realize the big picture, what's really going on, you sitting back being complacent, making an accusation. What we need to do is kick back. You need to read the How to Eat to Live and the Nation of Islam on eating 1 meal a day, and all these fat Americans stop being so complacent and dependent on somebody that's killing you anyway.
Oh, gee, these kids ain't fat.
Man, I see a little 7-year-old. This girl will weigh 200 pounds.
Oh, gee, these kids ain't fat like that. It's the mothers and stuff fat because their metabolism rate slowing down.
They mothers feeding these kids Jack in the Box and Burger Queen and putting all that enhancing products in these little kids. I seen a little boy 11 years old with titties. He had a bra.
Oh, gee, get the hell out of here, man. Why don't you stop, bro? You know these kids, they growing out of that. He's not going to be that fat forever. Now, let's see what this young lady got to say. Watch this.
Gonna be fatter.
Watch this, OG.
I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want, motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard, you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff.
It's been day 5, and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold.
Why would you take away these people benefits? We literally just had to go home because everybody came into my grocery store. I work at Walmart. Everybody came into Walmart bum rushing, stealing, like filling up buggies, running out the store, like just putting all the groceries in their cart because he want to cut off my food stamps.
Wow, man. So again, there's more people everywhere that are concerned. November the 1st is hit now, and it is definitely no stamps showed up today. A lot of Americans are mad. A lot of people are upset. And I can tell you right now, a lot of kids, we're going to have to figure out how to get it out the mud, y'all. You're going to have to start, get on the internet, try to, I don't know if your phone on. But it's gonna be a little bit tougher this month than it was last month. And I know y'all ran out of stamps because we used to run out. We'd run out probably around about the 3rd week because I don't know what was going on with that, but that 3rd week was not. That 3rd week when I was young. Now y'all got more gadgets and gadgets now, but that 3rd week, I remember that 3rd week because that 3rd week stuff will start, getting scarce around the house. We wouldn't have certain things. The chips was gone because we'd get a bag of those big bags of chips. The cereal, we would have cereal, no milk, just like on Friday. On the movie Friday, cereal, no milk, Kool-Aid, no sugar. It would be that way, and it was tough, but we made it through, guys. There's a thing that you can do, and I want y'all to put your ears close to the TV or to your phones. We used to cook a thing called hoagie cakes. And what we would do is take some flour. And we'd take some flour and water and we'd mix that flour. That's it. This is a poor man's meal. And you would mix that flour. If you got a little baking soda, you can put it there. If you don't, just eat it flat. And then you let that thing sit there and it just put it in the skillet and let it brown. Hold on. You let it brown. Let it brown. And you got to tell them how to make it through, OG. And then you flip that thing. And if you don't have no syrup and you still got some sugar left, take you some water. And I want you to pile the sugar in that water. And you just let it cook for a long time. And it'll thicken up for you. And that'll be your syrup. And you guys are going to have to go back to ground zero when it comes down to surviving.
Not you and diabetes messing with this man.
No, we did it. We did it.
Hey, look, I got a better plan for y'all.
Okay, give them something else, OG. That's all I could give them. Because I
got a better plan for all of that.
What you got, OG?
Is kick back all the fat stuff that you was eating. You should have been. So we have what we call an emergency kit.
Okay.
You should build up. I mean, right now it's a critical time because you're wasting everything. But you have to start thinking of a survival kit and getting some of the things that's necessary. Some beans, some corn, and start eating healthy. And you only need to have mix some sugar up in some water and heat it up.
Okay, wait a minute, OG. See, this is where you that's why you never was on stamps. You don't understand. How the hell they gonna get some beans and some corn? They don't have no money, man. 3 weeks done passed. They thought that check was coming. So quit trying to tell them to go and get some beans. What you want them to do? Steal them?
They've been passing out beans.
They don't have nothing right now.
They do have something because them food banks been passing out food. They've been just greedy.
I just showed that, man. I just showed you the man on here saying they don't have no beans, man.
He lying. He lying. He been up in right every day, even in your state. You can go by every day and you see a church giving out boxes of food and niggas.
You do have a few. You have a few of them, but everybody don't. Everybody ain't gonna make it over there. Some of those folks are unaware. They only know cell phone bill. Get your food stamps. Go up there, sell a few of your food stamps. Come back. You got a little cash on you. Bought a little food. They don't know nothing about that.
You're not supposed to be selling your food stamps anyway.
Well, that's what they was doing, and I know they was doing it. Now I don't know how they was doing it because I ain't never bought none, but I know that it was happening. I heard of it.
Man, I used the food stamp king.
I wasn't no food stamp king, man. I'm just saying I heard of it, man. And I'm just saying, bro, when it get tough, and I'm gonna be. Let me go to something else too, and I gotta say this. When I had to sit down a little bit, do a little time, come back, didn't have nothing, didn't want to stay on nobody. You meet your young lady, she's getting Section 8. She's living in low income homes. She give you a place to stay, and you get to play daddy to some step kids, and y'all get stamps and stuff. Are you telling me that's over, OG?
Should have been over. A man get out of prison and have to lay up with a woman on Section 8 that get food stamp.
It's happening. OG, it's happening all the time.
I've never went to prison and did.
OG, your mama y'all had a house. You had a mom and a daddy. Some of these people don't have that.
Talk about my mama, bro.
But I'm just saying, you keep bringing yourself in this about how you done it. Everybody didn't have somebody when they got out. These people are getting out and they going and stay where they can benefit from it at. And you sitting up here acting like you know about it. You don't know about it because you had people. You had family. You had your people.
You're benefiting off of a poor.
Don't put it on me. Don't put it on.
You just said you.
I didn't say it. I said a few people get out. They don't understand. I'm just hypothetically speaking. I didn't say I got out, OG. Get your OG. I was hypothetically speaking. You got to understand. People get out. Okay. They get out. They need a place to stay. They going to stay with their baby mama. They don't even supposed to be over there. The people coming and check. I remember the government didn't want you staying over there with the women when you getting food stamps. You don't supposed to get food stamps. You got a man standing at that house.
Oh, ain't that terrible? So why would you do something like that?
Oh, gee, I'm just telling you what was happening. I didn't do it, but I know it was happening. I've been married for 20-something years. I'm just telling you how things happen out there.
But you was doing some really little shit before you got married.
OG, all I'm saying is the stamps is over. OG, the stamps is over, man. OG, the stamps is over, man. Listen, if you even the drug, listen, when the drug dealers in the 90s, they was buying all them stamps. I didn't do it, but I'm telling you, it was happening.
Right, you know what? That's the best thing you said in this whole interview. The stamps are over, so live with it.
Wow, guys, get in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. I try to talk some sense in OG head. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hell to pay when it comes down to you taking these folks' stamps. And like I said, I got a few texts this morning. Got a phone call this morning, and people saying they got text messages that they're not gonna get their SNAP benefits. And these people are upset. 42 million nationwide are upset today. And they gonna want.
Do you realize how many people was upset after the Emancipation Constipation?
How many, OG?
They didn't get their 40 acres and a mule, and they survived. They got over it.
OG.
This is just another phase in Black America's life. Grow up and get out.
And I know y'all, and all, let's put all jokes to the side, because I've laughed a little bit because I understand that I went through some stuff as a kid, being that I lived and we was on welfare. I'm not ashamed to say it. I grew up and God been good to me, and I ain't really had to be on. I've never had government assistance when I got of age. When I got old enough to get out there and grind, it's been up ever since. I've never sat down in an office since then. But as a kid, I did go through that, And OG didn't go through that. So I would advise y'all to listen to me at the sound of my voice. OG had a house and had benefits, him and his mom and them. But we didn't. So I just want you guys to make sure you guys make you guys a hoagie cake and make sure you get you some of that syrup I told you about with the water and sugar.
You're gonna leave that recipe up on the screen.
Yeah, because that's a survival kit. And to be honest with you, and I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but some of my family members would just eat the cake mix without the cake. That helped a lot. That was like your candy. So I know you guys don't want to hear the truth, but it's going to be some hard times. They're not going to send you a check, guys. My people done text me this morning. They didn't get their checks. It didn't hit this morning. And they are getting text messages saying it ain't coming. So we got now extreme time called for extreme measures. All you dudes that been laying up on that woman because she got them stamps coming in and y'all ain't going to work and y'all sitting out there smoking cigarettes, get up and go pick up some cans. Go get some recycling. Go get your bags. Go start trying to figure out ways to bring some money home. I know y'all ain't never worked before. Don't go out here and get to stealing, man, because they're going to lock you back up. You're already on parole.
Lock you up.
So don't do that. Don't do that. Now, I'm going to get off my soapbox.
Get you a couple of gallons of water and some light bread and walk slow.
Walk slow and try to figure out a way to go pick up some trash in the yard, rake some leaves. It's leave time now. All you brothers that come home and y'all been leaning on them women, or some of y'all that left your mama house and been leaning on your girlfriend because she on Section 8 and you living off somebody else's kids, it's time to get up off of it now. We got to come together. They done cut this thing off, as you can see behind me, and I don't see it coming back no time soon. Listen, man, SNAP benefits. Guys, get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this, because it's a extreme time call for extreme measures. So check this out, man. Don't take this lightly. This in here for a lot of them. Now you truck drivers, y'all gonna have to help extra homes. All you dudes with the 18 wheelers that y'all got out and y'all thinking you have to send extra money this month because mama ain't got it. Grandmama will be back though in 10 years. Let's get to it, man. Boss Talk 101, guys. And if you're still watching, make sure you guys check out this interview right here, this review right here. Joe Budden and had a few words to say his podcast about what Lil Wayne, why he didn't go on the verses and all that. And OG was on that one too. Y'all gonna enjoy this. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.